What's up, guys? What's going on? Hey, I hope you have been enjoying my post thus far. But hey, before we go any further, I want to make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and then share this with everyone you know. And don't forget to click on the notification so you'll be notified when I do upload again. So now I was at a property. I'll tell you guys, I was at a property. I was going to another property, and it's on the same street as this property here. You might recognize it. Well, you probably don't recognize it, but I'll link it right here for you so you can go back and watch that video. Now, this property, I put in a bid. I remember telling you guys about the bid. It had the rats in it, and you got to go back and watch the video. It was nasty, just stuff all throughout the house. And yeah, I just figured, I said, well, why did I win that bid? Well, around that same time, this was pretty much a pre-foreclosure. And a pre-foreclosure means that before the bank takes possession of it, you still have opportunity to take the property back. So it seems like someone maybe have gotten the property. I'm just assuming. You can probably go look up the public records for this property and figure it out. But this property, the bank didn't approve the bids, and I was like, wow, it's in bad shape. It was mowed all the way up to the top of the all the way up and throughout the basement, and dead rats, dead everything, furniture and clothing, pretty much almost waist high, just a bunch of junk, tore up everything. And you can look here, it's just way different than it was, right? So I think what happened was someone took possession of the property, paid up whatever was the loan that was on the bank, because it says back in April, I just looked it up, that it was sold for $136,000, right? So this property was sold for $136,000 back in April of this year, 2020, and excuse me, is now listed for $289. $289. And you probably can tell from the title, that's basically, when we think about it, so they bought this for $136. Say they put $70,000 into it. What's that? That's 100. So say $206,000, right? $206,000. They got it listed for $289. They're gonna profit, almost 80 grand on this property. And they put a new driveway in. They painted the same. This is the same exterior. They just painted here, painted the nice little trim work, the blue throughout the house, and I'm sure they did some to the inside. But they kind of made the house stand out in the whole neighborhood. Did some landscaping. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. You can see there. So they did a couple of different things, and you can look it up if you want to see it. But the reason for my post, or for this video, a lot of people, talk about foreclosed properties, and I think the person that has the most access to foreclosure properties, other than the bank, to know when they're going to go on the market, to have first access to it, to find out everything that's wrong with it, to figure out what type of money you have to put into it, are people that are in property preservation. I've seen different properties that I worked on, and they've been put on the market, and it's surprising. I'm waiting for my chance. I got some places I'm looking at to do some investments. But if you talk about investments and getting into flipping properties or buy and hold or whatever the case may be, making money with these properties, no one knows everything that's wrong with these properties but the person that pretty much have access to it from the beginning. And when the bank takes this property over and says, hey, we want the keys, please be out this property by such and such time, we're going to send someone out. Most of the time, that someone is someone in the property preservation business that comes, change the locks, fix everything in it, take all the stuff out. They give them let this car go by. They give you a certain amount of time to pay the loan before they take full possession of it. So while it's in pre-foreclosure, the locks are changed. The bank the bank now has ownership of the property, or have pretty much changed the locks, and they hold the property to the paperwork goes through, what have you, unless you pay it and take the property back like this person did, or whoever, maybe a state sale or something like that. They got it from the original owners or the person that held the lien. And basically what I'm saying is that if you want to make money, if you want to have first access to foreclosed properties before pretty much it goes on to the market. Now the for sale sign is up, but you remember we were back here months ago, and this sold around the same time that I was here. So it's just this is definitely a field you want to get in. You can make pretty much double dip almost. You can go in and make money from cleaning out the property and repairing anything, and you also can assess the property and see what needs to be done, because that's a lot of times what I do too. Assess it if it needs to be tore down to the studs. You check the electric, you test the plumbing, you know everything, so you know what's going on. So a lot of times some people buy properties sight unseen, and then they end for a rude awakening, when the cost adds up. But when you think about it, no one has better access to a property than someone that's in the property preservation business, because the bank is sending me or sending a company that's in property preservation out to assess the property, so they know what needs to be done, what needs to be fixed, and if they want to sell it for as is, or if they want to fix it up themselves and then put it on the market. So I believe this property was definitely bought by someone that had access or had knowledge, or the state or what have you, because I believe someone passed, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do remember something about having some type of diabetes checks list or something on the wall or something. But go back and watch the video and see. But yeah, I just kind of want to tell you guys that. But you can see how nasty and grimy it was into what it is now. Someone saw a little diamond in the rough, fix it up, a pretty decent neighborhood, really good neighborhood, other than the guy playing his music real loud right now while I'm trying to make this video. But yeah, it's pretty cool, man. They took the property and they flipped it, cleaned it up. Now it's on the market. So we hopefully it's sell for whatever they pay, whatever they're asking for. So wish them the best. But if you're looking to make some money and learn more about foreclosures and property preservation, I believe that this is going to be the next big boom. It's coming up, and pretty much after we get through COVID, after all the releases are done with the foreclosure, how everything is on hold. Excuse me. But I think this is going to be the next big boom. So if you get in now, this is definitely a perfect time to get in. Seems like you guys want to know about making money, so this is definitely a good field. So hope you enjoyed it. Do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. All right.